Hi, welcome to City Country 6 Podcast. This is where you get to hear inside conversations between city and country about life, kids, womanhood, culture, black southern things. Eavesdrop in on our phone conversations to laugh, cry, amen, disagree, and agree with your bi-weekly dose of what did I just listen to? Let's listen in on this week's most recent phone call of differences. Hey girl.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you? Ooh. I tried to knock my mic over. I stretched. Anyways, technical difficulty
God.
averted. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. And I hope you're okay too.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Tired though. I'm actually very tired. And I will tell you why.
Uh-oh.
I did one of my things on the bucket list.
What did you do?
I went to the Oktoberfest.
Okay.
But the bad thing
How was
is,
it?
it was fun. We didn't get to do everything. And it's because of the time we went. And we went like 2 hours before lunch. And also had an extra kid with me. That I was the joke is that I'm her nanny. It is the
That's not
worst.
funny.
It's the most racist joke you can see. No, it's not like
a joke.
that's okay. For me, it's funny because here's the thing, and I'll tell you one of the stories that happened at the end. But because I do watch this child and she is of a different race, that is why I say that. Because when other people see me with her, they'd be like, who is you telling this child? I'm like, mind your business. Okay. Yeah, I'm the nanny. And like I was just like because that's what they're
Gosh.
giving me is those kind of looks. And there's like one of them that did that. And I'll tell you about that later. But we did do that. It was fun. We didn't get to see everything and do everything. We didn't get all of the free things. I think I have more hand fans than a Baptist church because the kids just kept walking up to these booths that had these fans and kept grabbing them. And I'm like, why do y'all keep grabbing fans? They're free. I don't want them.
Oh my God.
So I just have all these little hand fans that you use in church for whatever reason. They got their face painted. Oh, that was so much fun. It was so much fun watching them sit there and get their face painted. Of course, they had lunch and they got to experience food trucks, something you would never do. Well, I'm gonna say you would never do, but I don't see you actually doing it for fun. Like for a last resort.
I mean, I would eat from I'm selective about the food truck. I could do it,
Yeah.
but it's the face painting for me. Like that's nasty. Are they using different brushes every time?
Oh heck, I don't know. That's the fun of it. I
You
guess
don't know. You weren't looking?
I was
Oh
looking, but
gosh.
I wasn't looking. Like I had 3 kids. How am I
No, I'm not.
I'm taking pictures of one while the other one's getting their face painted. I don't know, but I know she was cleaning. But this particular woman, I was reading her signs and she actually had it up where she's like, hey, I cannot do face paint on people who have rashes, runny noses, coughs, sneezes, any of that. Like she was legit like, no, I can't do it. And I'm not. Like she was real animated.
Because you don't know if somebody said they cannot have any of that and still have COVID. So
Well, that's true. But here's the thing: you've had it and you've survived. So I mean, you're double immune on top of all that.
Not really, but I don't know if you can be double immune to something. But
I'm like, so it's like
an immunity wanes.
It can, but your body still remembers because it passes off. Your B cells, T cells pass off the memory to the new B cells, T cells. So they remember what they're supposed to be fighting. They may not remember, verbatim, but they remember the like signature.
They're like me, like I remember.
See, your cells. See, here's the thing: your cells are not you.
One day.
See, your cells are not like you. They actually remember the taste of the thing.
I ate something the other day. I don't
they're
remember what it was.
they're not like you. They remember a little bit, so that's why you
But
don't
the problem
catch.
with COVID is it might remember another variant.
No, it'll remember the same protein. It'll still fight that same protein. The protein doesn't change. The variant of the protein didn't change, but the base of the protein stays the same. So it'll remember that. It just won't be as effective because it'll take it a minute. It'll be like, there it
Oh
is.
gosh. By the time and that's like me, by the time it remembers it's too late. It's already in there.
By the time it kicks
So
in.
yeah, no, yeah, I'm not gonna change that one. But anywho,
But anyways,
back
it
to
was
the Oktoberfest. You
the
had a good time.
Oktoberfest. They had a good time, and the pastor got to see horses and not pet them because you have to pay to do that. And I not put him next to a beast that's 400 times his size for him to chase behind. They had a whole bunch of other. They had music. And the CEO, she was so shy. She's like, I don't want anybody to say something about me dancing. I said, girl, if anybody says something about you dancing, you know what I'm gonna do. Yes, ma'am. I said, go out there and have fun and dance with your friend. Your friend out there showing her, but she ain't got a lick of rhythm. I mean, she has rhythm, but she ain't got no rhythm right now. She hitting every beat but the beat that she's supposed to hit on. Y'all don't go out there and be kids and have fun and enjoy. They was out there listening to Michael Jackson Bad and Thriller. They was out there
Oh
dancing to that.
gosh.
Yes. I was like, go, y'all dance, have fun, run around, get all this energy out. And they still drove me crazy. That we didn't get to see the cars and the trucks and stuff, which is okay because I think we've seen some before. They probably would have been the same exact ones we've seen at another festival. But yeah, the kids had a lot of fun. They walked around. Of course, there was like dogs everywhere. Since
Oh gosh.
it's a festival, they have their and that don't make no sense because it's like this isn't a dog show. This is a festival. But dogs everywhere, people dressed up, walking around. Um, so yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. Met up with a few friends while we were there. Did had lunch with them. And then we came on back. We were there from probably around 11 to let's see, we had lunch around 12:30. So about 1:15 or so, and then we left.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Well, and it was hot in the sun, but the wind was blowing occasionally. It was okay in the shade. But because it's so dry and everything, it really messed, kicking up people kicking up dust and everything, walking and stuff. It was a little bothersome. But other than that, it was still fun to see, who all was what vendors were there, what different vendors were there. A lot of POC there with their products. So that shocked me because the times I've gone before, I didn't see a lot of them, not a lot at all. So it was good to see a lot of those people out there. Let's see, that was about it. Yeah, because about after lunch, it was getting on my nerves. I was about ready to start chunking kids in the creek.
Oh
That was
no.
close by. I'm not kidding. And it wasn't the one that I was watching either. It was mine. I was ready to
Oh
chunk in the
gosh.
creek. And it wasn't because they were hangry. It was just, kids being kids. So one family story was, oh, that is what we're doing. Also, we're having one family story or something, or a story associated with the bucket list that we did. Mine happens to be a family story. Um, we were finishing up, and I had told them because one of the booths we went to, it was like some bank booth or something, and they were giving away balloons, and I was like, great, something else I got to keep up with. And I told them, I said, look, you lose it, it's gone. Bye. See you. Just go ahead and wave bye-bye. Tell it have a good life and leave it, let it go. That was it. I tied it on their wrist and everything. It was like, it stays on your wrist, or if it floats away, it's gone. That's just it. Well, one of them floated away, and I don't know which one it was. It was one of the other two children. It was either one of mine. No. Because CEO had hers. It was either the pastor's or the child that I was watching. I didn't know whose it was, but it flew, and it wasn't their fault. They were eating. I thought it was tied to a bag. It wasn't. It flew away. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, we'll just get another one if, whereas we're heading out. It's no big deal. Well, the CEO decides to tell the pastor, it was yours. Mind you, he hasn't had a nap, he's not rational, and he's hangry. He has a complete meltdown right there in the
Yeah, I can
middle of
only
the park.
imagine.
Oh my God. It was nothing was calming him down. Nothing. He was hysterical. I told him, I said, it's fine. It's okay. We'll get you another one. I could have went and got him one right then and there and it still wouldn't have mattered. He was having the fit of a lifetime. And one of the other moms that was with us was like, if I was you, I would take it from the one that said something and give it to him. And I was like, you know what? That would have been a smart thing to do, but it had already passed. Like it'd been a minute and I was trying to calm him down. I didn't think, hey, punish the one that said something because you shouldn't have said nothing in the first place. You should have kept your mouth shut. Because if it wasn't that serious, it wouldn't have mattered whose it was. It's a balloon, and it was because my thing is when it flew away, I was like, okay, no one notices it's gone. It's fine. If someone says something, then I'll go get another one. Until then, let's just move on. No, Big Mouth had to say something. And I almost went over there and grabbed her by the back of her head and just yanked it back and told her everything of what she was. But I didn't have the energy. I was done. Like I said, trying to wrangle up 3 kids and keep them in track and keep them in check. But at the same time, let them have fun. Cause that they're outside. They're seeing free, they see free things, they see things they can do. They're excited. I'm not faulting them for being excited. It's just, especially my 2. It's like y'all act like y'all ain't been nowhere ever in your life. Like, come on. Sheesh. So yeah, that was a family story that just I was like, I am not proud of this moment at all. This is one of the most I am done. I am over it. I can't take anymore. And if this creek was deep enough, I would just let y'all float on down it and be bye-bye.
No.
Just see you later. Well, not see you later. Well, I might see you later because the creek might go by my house.
Oh my Lord. She's just joking, people. She doesn't mean it.
This is not me. I am not harming my children are fine. They're in the bed right now sleeping. But at that moment, every mom that knows my pain wanted to tie them both up to a fence and leave them. Because it was so, and it was like she was picking because she was with her friends. And, the pastor doesn't have any friends his age yet because he's not in school. So his friends are some of her friends. Because he will call one of her friends. And the only reason he remembers this particular friend is because she has cats in her house. And he likes cats. He loves some
Oh,
cats.
God.
Oh, he is a cat fanatic. He will chase a cat down to pet it.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. He likes cats. He is but he's a cat himself. Like, he literally is very moody. You don't touch him unless he wants you to touch him. Look at him when he wants you to look at him. It's like, wants to be hungry all the time. Yes, he's literally a cat. He's a cat.
There you go.
So I understand why he soul associates with the feline creatures. I get it. I understand. And of course, he thinks he's a king. So there's another thing too. Cats think they're the grandpapa of of this earth. So yeah, but it was fun. I'm not even gonna lie. It was still fun to walk around. I had to tell myself not to wobble with it when the guy played wobble because I'm like, I ain't gonna be wobbling. I'm gonna be wibbling because I can't be. If I wobble, I'm gonna wobble, all right. Somebody gonna get me up off this floor.
Oh gosh, I can just feel it now. Get in there. Yeah. And then you just rolling.
Yeah, exactly. I'm rolling. I'm not getting in there. I'm rolling on around.
So you might need Tina Turner's Rolling on the River.
Yes.
So don't wobble. You want to roll.
I want to roll. Because that was interesting. But the kids had a blast. They were like, I had so much fun. Of course, they can't wait to do it again. I'm like, well, you gotta wait till next year. And just, and of course, even though we didn't get to see the cars, Pastor got to see his fire truck. One of the
Oh,
first
that's all
things.
that matters.
Oh my gosh, he ran over there. He bamboozled them folks out of everything. He got him another hat. Like he don't need another fire hat. He got like 4. He's got another fire hat. Got him a bracelet. Yeah. I was like, what else you trying to get out of him over there? I think one of them gave me a cup, and I'm like, oh well, thank you. Ain't too bad nothing's in this cup to get me through the rest of this
Oh
thing.
gosh. Oh my god.
It's like I need something in this to get me through the.
You need some of that some ghost honey in your tea.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it does have. But anyways, uh, they and then of course, and then there was a police, but the police department, of course, didn't have a cruiser there, so he just had to deal with the uniforms and the badges and stuff because he is fascinated with all vehicles with sirens on them. So, and a police car is no different. And speaking on that, I try not to like hinder him from that because he's just a boy. So that's also for our listeners to see he's dropping in. I know there's like a tension with that and everything, but he's just a 3-year-old. He knows nothing of that. He doesn't understand. He just knows that there are people with sirens and they drive around. He don't know any details of what they do, how they do it, any of that. He just likes the fact that they have sirens and they make loud noises and they have lights.
He likes them.
And he like, and that's what I'm saying. He likes them. And because he's all about noise. Anything that makes a loud noise, he's for it. And so, except for fireworks, he can't do fireworks because it sounds like thunder, and thunder is scary, which I understand that. But sirens, fire trucks, ambulances are also fire trucks because they.
Oh my gosh.
I can tell him all day long there's an ambulance, the fire truck. Gotcha. Okay, because there is a fire truck that is like an EMS, and I guess he associates them both as the same. I don't know. So
hey, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Let's just let him have it. So he stayed at the fire and the police booth for a very long time. I think he got him a sheriff badge or no, he didn't get one. He got a tattoo on his arm. That's what it is.
Ooh.
One of those, little washable tattoos, and they got their ices, which was, for them was the best thing in the world because they got to pick their own flavor. Because it was one of those where they have the flavor on the side of the truck so you can put as much as you want. And I was just like, hey, enough sugar. Chill out. Because we ain't got enough time for you to burn that sugar off where you got to get back in the car.
I know, like there's an expiration time on that and it won't be any time soon.
Exactly. So y'all chill out on that. And but at the same time, I try not to be that mom or that caretaker or anything like that. That was like, trying, because I mean that was the point, is for them to have fun. And but the story about the nanny. Okay, yes, I am a Black woman. And yes, from time to time I do watch children that are of a different race than me. And I don't watch them because I'm a nanny. I watch them because I'm friends with their parents and I have the time, and because I'm a stay-at-home mother, I have more time to do that. And even though some of these other mothers are stay-at-home mothers, they still have things to do, doctor's appointments, stuff like that. And or work if they do, have part-time jobs or full-time jobs. And sometimes they need someone to watch their kid. And if I'm your friend and I'm not doing anything, or they can do something with me, I am going to allow them to, stay. And then also benefits me because I'm not really having to watch their kid. Their kid is there for my kid's entertainment. So the kid watches themselves. And since my child already knows the rules, I don't have to watch that hard. I just, like I said, make sure that you don't die. That is my goal. Anyways, point is, I'm walking around and this particular child is in an extracurricular activity that does make her very popular. She is very well known. And most of the others in this extracurricular activity are of the same race. Well, as I have this one child that is of a different color, walking around with my children playing around, and I'm getting on to her, or I'm gathering her, not getting on. She wasn't bad. Mine were, but just telling her, hey, stay with me or come back, or hey, these are the rules, this is what you got to do. I had one of them go, oh, hi, and I'm like, yeah, hi. Like, what, what's, you ain't never seen nobody watch somebody else's kid. Like, that was my thought process. And it wasn't like, well, it's almost like they were afraid to say, well, where's her mother? What's it matter? I ain't kidnapping her, obviously.
Not, no, the answer is not here.
It's like, no, they didn't ask me, but my thing is like, you want to ask, but they can't ask because it is like offensive to ask. It's like, no, it's not.
Well, I guess you'll never ask and I'll never answer.
And I'll never answer. But I could just, you can see it on their faces. They're thinking, well, why are you, what? It's like, just ask the question. It's not racist or anything to ask. Oh, are you watching her today? Yes, I am. And it's a simple question answer. But as we were leaving, this is what one of them did. Because this child speaks. She knows everybody. She is the evangelist pastor that everybody knows. And I'm like, child, how many? As I did, I asked her, how many people do you not know? That's the more important question. Because everywhere we went, you was hollering some kid's name I ain't never heard of before. And one of them she was talking to her and everything, and I was just like, I didn't ask her like, who is that? Because I'm like, obviously, her. You said the child's name. I was just looking at her. I was like, oh, hey. And she looked at me like, you're with her? And I looked at her, and the first thing I wanted to say was, yeah, I'm the nanny. So what? Like, I really wanted to say that's what I wanted to say. Because she really did. She looked at me and looked at the child and then looked at me and then looked at the child. And I was like, I ain't kidnapping no child. But I did give her a look like, and what? It's like, if she's walking with me, she's not in distress. Obviously, I'm not kidnapping the child. Obviously, she is under my care. And she's walking with my other child. Like, come on now. Because the child was talking to you normal. If I had a rope around her to keep her from,
oh gosh,
she wouldn't have said nothing to you. But she was like, oh, hey, you're having a mommy-daughter day? Oh, you're doing this? Because she was asking about everything that's going on with that child's life. And I'm like, honey, can you let them walk so we can walk? I was like, she had stopped her like they was in Publix and they was meeting up by the meat counter talking.
Oh gosh.
But I did. I said it. But then when
counter.
When I got back, and then of course, later on her mom came, picked her up. I told her mom what happened, and she was just like, I'm telling you, these people down here, they just don't understand that this kind of stuff is normal, to have friends or have people that are of different races. Like, come on, y'all, get out of 1957.
I guess it makes them feel better to know that you're being paid to keep her. Maybe they're advocating for you because they feel like your time is valuable and you should get paid to do that.
Oh my gosh, I did get paid in a sense, but I don't ask to be paid because you're my friend, and there's probably going to be some time when I'm going to need you to watch mine. So, that's not the thing.
Pro quo.
It really is. It really is. Scratch mine, I scratch your, it's really that.
There you go.
And then half the time it's not even like, it's just the fact that, hey, I'm right here and it's not a big deal and it actually benefits me more than you would imagine. But that's my soapbox. It was fun, but I got tired of getting the crazy glances because I'm getting onto this child that does not look like me out here in whatever country.
And that the kid obeyed.
And the kid, that's what I'm saying. The kid obeyed. Like
yeah, they're okay.
It's like, chill out. It'd be different if this kid was like, no, Tad, it's like, no. She looked at me and she's like, oh, yes, ma'am. I need, and it wasn't like I was, hey, you don't do. It was like, hey, come on now. And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Let me get my life together. Now mine, I was like, you get you. I was.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I was 100% black mama on them, but that's a different story. But anyways, yes, I did tick off my bucket list. One thing off my bucket list, and that was the Oktoberfest.
Snaps and claps for you.
Yay! Now I just gotta muster through these last five. I mean, last four.
Last four.
Yeah, my bad. I can't do math. Math ain't mathing. So, did you get to do one of yours?
I actually did, and oddly enough, it was the volunteering. bucket list item. I
Where
got to
did
volunteer.
well not where, but what did you do?
I actually volunteered at a festival. That's the weird thing.
What? No, we weren't at the same festival. I already know. I didn't
No, we were
see
not. We were
you.
not at the same festival. But yeah, I'm a member, board member of a student organization at a local high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were doing a fundraiser at the festival.
Mm-hmm.
And so I volunteered to help raise money for the organization.
So what did how
So
was
we
that?
were selling items.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep, we were selling items at the festival. It was very interesting. So some of the same things you were talking about, people with lots of animal friends out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, why do they have all these dogs? Like, it's just, I mean, but it was fine. It was outdoors.
Yeah.
One lady went to a tent, a booth slash tent of a funeral home,
Ooh,
and she was walking up to the tent because they were doing a basket raffle, and they were giving away like just like you said, like the fans, the paper fans with the wooden sticks on them
mm-hmm.
with their logo on it, and then they had Halloween like trick or treat bags with their logo on it, passing it out to the
Please.
kids and stuff.
Okay. Well, please tell me that there was like a skeleton or something over there.
No, 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 no. It was very like it
Okay.
wasn't like scary. Like they weren't being grotesque, about advertising for the funeral home. But anyway, this lady was walking up to the tent to sign up for the raffle for the basket because it was free to enter.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, her dog just pooped right in front of the people's tents.
Oh no.
And I was thinking, maybe that's what he feels about a funeral home. No, we're not going here. We're gonna poop right in front of their tent, so nobody could come up to the table until she cleaned it up.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have any doggy baggies, so
Come
she had
on
to go.
now.
Yeah, I'm like, you knew you had a dog with you. You should be prepared.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was funny. But there are lots of animal friends, lots of people out there serving food, which yeah, I'm not eating that. But thank goodness the festival was on a street that was adjacent to a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went in there and grabbed me something to eat because I
Oh,
was
okay.
definitely not eating from someone's tent. Like there's no running water. So how are we washing hands while we're fixing people's food? Okay, we're
Understandable.
we're not. We're not washing our hands. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to raise money, obviously, for a worthy cause. Um, and I'm trying to think of a funny, like well, you said a family story, but
Well, that was just for me. I had a
I
family
don't think I have
story.
a family story that goes with
I was like, did your crew even go with you?
no,
No, then why would you?
no. I'm
Well, what
trying to
can
work.
you? Okay, so I gave you the name of my festival. Can you give the name of your festival, or would it give the location away?
It would give the location away. Yeah,
Ah, okay, never
it's
mind.
one of a kind.
Okay, okay, all right,
Yep.
okay.
Sorry about that, but it was just know that it's very country. So there were interesting things. Like I did get to take a break and just kind of walk around to
Mm-hmm.
see everything, and they had some very interesting tents. Oh, I do have an amazing story to share.
Okay,
But
cool.
back to the tents. There was a pickle tent.
Pickle.
They had different flavored pickles.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, very interesting. So they were selling pickles, but they
How
were
many
in just
different
like these.
ways can you pickle a pickle?
I don't know, but they were in these. I don't remember how many gallons is the big. Is it a 25 or 50 gallon? The big buckets that people sell paint in.
Oh shoot, I don't know. I know what you're
But
talking about
they're like
though.
the big white buckets with the white lid.
Yeah.
They were that size. I think it's a 50 gallon, full of pickles. And the guy had like 5 or 6 of them with different, like spicy pickles, sweet pickles, dill pickles, and some
Wow.
other types of pickles. Yeah.
The things you see in the
So,
country.
but the thing that really got me, not only did they sell the pickles, they were selling 28-ounce jars of pickle juice for $3.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking you were gonna throw that away anyway. So basically, people are paying you to throw away
No, some
The
people
scraps.
use it for cramps. Charlie horse.
Oh, I know what they use it for, but I'm not
Yeah. So
buying
what?
no jar of pickle juice.
And then other
Like
people
you're not
like
getting pickles with that. It's just a jar of pickle juice.
no, but like if you buy okay, this is gonna be real country. If you buy cucumbers, you can reuse the pickle juice and make your own pickles by putting the
I've heard of that.
yeah. So I mean, yeah,
I
you're
get
buying it, but you're
that.
buying his spices. He is not telling you what it is, but you having to buy what if you like his pickles, then okay, you can buy this and you can make your own. But I'm not gonna tell you like if you want to make them again, you have to come back and get more vinegar and whatever spices he put in there.
Oh man, if he's selling it, apparently, I mean, if he, has it up there, apparently people are buying. So
Yeah,
that was that. What else did I see that was really interesting? Deep fried everything.
of course. Well, actually, I didn't even see
Um,
that at the one we were at. I didn't see a bunch of deep fried anything,
they had
everything.
chicken on a
Hmm.
stick, deep
Oh,
fried.
wow.
Yeah. Um,
Oreos,
I
funnel
don't know
cake.
about that one. Yes.
I didn't see no funnel cake in mine. I would love to have some.
What else they had? Snow cones, lots of
Yeah.
homemade items. They did have a lady who was selling wreaths for doors, so you could have
Mm-hmm.
come there
I
and bought.
could have went there. I'm pretty sure if I kept walking, I'd have found a lady that was selling wreaths.
They even had one that I wanted to buy. It said "Welcome ish."
You should have bought it.
Like this is what I need for door decor.
Exactly. You should have bought that. At least sent me a picture, and I'd been like, I.
Welcome ish.
That could be taken so many different ways too.
Oh yeah, because I said, yeah, I really need this one. But nope, I just bought my mom one for her door because she likes to decorate. So I just bought her like a Thanksgiving theme, like thankful
Aw.
something. But yeah, that was that. But my story, oh my gosh.
Dun,
So
dun, dun.
this is a happy story. I am
Okay.
all things, as weird as I am, like about germs and all that. I love, love, love mascot animals.
What?
Oh my gosh.
That's weird. I hate them people.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. It's just like a giant stuffed animal.
No.
And I love stuffed animals.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah. All right.
I love stuffed animals. Like I collect them. And so, but they're nasty in the sense that kids are touching them all the time.
Yeah.
But hey, I just love them. So my favorite mascot of all time, second, of course, to Mickey Mouse, Mickey B. Mouse, is the Chick-fil-A cow.
Oh no, that one I can handle.
Love the
That one I can
Chick-fil-A
handle.
cow. Like
Yeah.
he's just, oh gosh, he's so dreamy. He's like a crush. So there was a Chick-fil-A tent at the festival. And my friend who knows that I love mascots, she was like, hey, City Chick, there's a Chick-fil-A cow. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he was bent over. And so, no, he was standing up and then he had to bend over to do something, I guess, like do something to one of his hooves or something. And I saw another one behind him. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, it's not one, it's two Chick-fil-A cows. I've got to go over there and give them a hug. And by the time I ran over, it was four of them. 4 Chick-fil-A cows. And of course, I had to take a picture with all of them.
Why?
And I gave them hugs. Like we literally did a photo shoot. I had like 10 pictures of me laughing, giggling, hugging one, hugging the other. They gave me gifts. It was amazing.
Why?
I had little mini plushes. Oh gosh, it was amazing.
You got a mini plush?
Mm-hmm. They gave me one.
That is
Because
hilarious.
We had a connection.
Oh my gosh, those are literally teenagers in those things flopping around.
I don't care. Don't
30,
care. It was
30
amazing.
minutes they swap out.
Made my day so happy.
Oh my gosh, there's a grown woman running around here. I don't like mascots at all because I can't see I can't see your face. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what
the
face.
Animal. You don't.
I can't. Like my little sister's terrified of them. Like she'll fight one. She's one of those that she can't. she can't do it. Like I think she saw Smokey the Bear and she screamed, kicked, ran. She was trying to get it. And he was a football field away. He wasn't
Oh
even
God.
close. Yeah, he wasn't even close, nowhere near close. And she like, yeah, she had and I can't remember how old she was. Maybe I don't think she was a teenager, so she might have still been a child, and she couldn't take it. I just don't like them just because they look weird for one, and I can't see your face, so I don't know what you're like. I want to see your face. I don't want to. I just don't want to. The Chick-fil-A cows are okay because you're supposed to be nice. You're Jesus cows. You're supposed to be pleasant.
Well, they're nice because they know they'll never be eaten.
Yeah, that too. They'll never eat that too.
Their
Yeah.
fate is sealed. It's just
Wait
to
a
live a
minute.
long life
Why am I agreeing with you with this? This makes no sense.
because that's all things are right with the world when you think about Chick-fil-A. There you go. Just let
It
it
is
soak
not that
in. It's okay.
serious. It's just
Don't
a
fight the
mascot.
feeling. Don't fight the feeling. It's
We
just amazing.
we did see Chick-fil-A cows at the festival. Well, they were walking in the opposite direction. I guess they were taking a break. Um, but we didn't. We only had I only saw two, and normally I could see 8 or 9 just randomly walking around. But
Oh
this
my
time I only
God.
saw 2. So that was
I'd
interesting.
be so happy to see 8 Chick-fil-A cows
You
together.
are the worst. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why do you like mascots? Like mascots are one of the most nastiest outfits.
I said I understand. I get it.
But you go up to and be like, no, hug me. Get close. Get in. You're
Well, no, I don't want
sweaty.
them to hug me. That's creepy.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have them
They just
touch you.
stand there. No,
Oh.
they just stand there, and I'll just kind of lean. I'll give them a hug, but I'm not touching their hands. That's nasty.
Well, you're touching my thing is like they're sweaty in there and it's all clammy and that's
Well, I
just
mean, you're not reaching inside the suit. You're on the outside.
yeah, but still, I don't know. I just can't. I'd be like, this is one of the most nastiest jobs you can have unless you're the only mascot.
Well, I'm not getting in it, but like even when you go to a baseball game and you see like the ketchup and the mustard race, oh my gosh, love it.
Ketchup and mustard race.
Yeah, the ketchup and the mustard, or they're chasing the hot dog. Oh yeah, I love it.
What base? This must no. That's not no way. What baseball
Yeah,
game is this?
any baseball game, they have mascots,
And they have ketchup
and
and
they
mustard mascots racing against a hot dog.
well, they're chasing the hot dog.
I have
Every game
never.
is different. Every game has different like it's like well, they don't have a halftime show, but it's their equivalent of. I think it's like
Uh
at the
huh.
end of the fifth inning is when they do it after the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've never. Well, I've also never been in baseball either. But that is interesting. So you have okay. So let's say up north, they'd have like a Broadsworth running, and they'd have mustard and I don't know whatever you
Ketchup
put.
chasing it. Yep.
And they're just running around the baseball field.
Yep. Yeah, circle.
What in the entertainment? And
It's
who catches
amazing.
them? Like, is it the same one every time? Like, what's
No, it's different ones every. I mean, yeah, there are always different ones, but
what do they do?
like
Tackle
for
them?
example, if
Like,
yeah, they do sometimes. They do.
oh my gosh, the entertainment of the first world that we live in. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that would be funny if they had if Chick-fil-A, please, if you're listening, if you had a Chick-fil-A
Please.
sandwich and you had the Chick-fil-A sauce and the what's the other one, the purple one, the
Polynesian.
Polynesian sauce, whatever the third one that's high ranking. I would prefer honey mustard, but I know there's probably another one that's high
Uh,
ranking.
at Chick-fil-A, if it's a fried chicken sandwich, yeah, honey mustard wings. But if it's
Well,
a grilled, you want the honey barbecue.
okay, honey barbecue might be the third one versus honey mustard. Um, and you had them chasing in behind the Chick-fil-A sandwich or chicken.
Right.
Like or okay, so they wouldn't actually have the sauces. They would have the sauces as a hat on the cows, and they would be chasing after
You
a
have me
Chick-fil-A
confused, but okay.
bag. Huh?
You have me confused, but okay.
Well, I'm confused because I don't understand why you would have hot dog. running.
Because mustard and ketchup goes on the hot dog.
I don't eat hot dogs, so it doesn't matter to me. So it's whatever. I don't
Ay,
care.
ay, ay.
And I'm just like, how is that entertainment? Sitting there. Well, I guess if you're drunk and you're eating a hot dog, and I mean, I have seen the clips of people dipping their hot dog in their beer or making their hot dog into a straw. At this point in the game, you've stooped that low, then yes, you're gonna watch a ketchup bottle and a mustard bottle chase after a wiener across the field for
Yeah,
entertainment.
this doesn't sound good.
It doesn't exactly. It does not sound right. So why would you watch that?
It's funny.
Oh
A
my
bottle of
gosh.
ketchup. This is like a bad joke. A bottle of ketchup and a bottle of mustard chasing a hot dog across the field.
Which one's gonna win? ... Catch up because he catches up. Like, really? What kind of dad joke? Mustard because he misses or whatever. I don't know. He must up. That's why he must up. Come on, I'm sorry. It's corny as all get out. I'm so corny.
Speaking of jokes, can I please share my favorite joke of all time?
As long as I laugh.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Okay.
Just gotta make sure I get it right. Okay. This is a great way to end today's show. So the moral of the story is always laugh. Laugh is a really good joke. And I have a joke I want to share with you people. So, oh gosh. Duck walks into a store.
A duck?
A duck.
Okay.
And he asks the man, he says, hey, you got any grapes? The man says, no, ain't got any grapes. So the duck goes back the next day and he says, hey, you got any grapes? The man says, no, ain't got any grapes. And if you come back again, I'll staple your feet to the floor. So the duck comes back the next day and he says, hey, you got any staples? The man says, no. The duck says, got any grapes? Oh my God.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh God, that is my favorite joke of all time.
That was a good one because I wasn't expecting that one at all. But I did laugh at the staple. I'm like, dang, he threatened to staple your feet to the floor. That's gonna be funny.
Good stuff right there. Oh, I have one more.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh gosh, piece of rope. I can't get it out. Piece of rope walks into a bar.
Because I heard you say pisses on the floor, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No, a piece of rope.
I'm like, well, this is taking a turn.
No, I can't even get it out.
Okay.
A piece of rope walks into a bar, has a seat, and the rope asks the bartender, oh, I don't remember the part. Wait a minute. Oh, he said, can I have a drink? And the bartender says, no, I'm sorry, we don't serve rope here. So the rope is kind of sad. He leaves the bar. He goes outside and ties himself up. And then he goes back in and he tries to order a drink again. And the bartender says, wait, aren't you that piece of rope from earlier? And the rope says, no, I'm afraid not.
That was corny as crap. No. No.
Good
no.
stuff.
That one afraid.
Good.
No. That
I'm
was
afraid not.
That was corny. I didn't laugh. I'm sorry. That was...
See, you're laughing.
I'm laughing at how stupid it was.
It's good. Laugh is a laugh is a laugh. It's
oh my gosh. You're like, I win anyways because you still laughed. Like, no.
It works.
No. More of the day story. Don't tell jokes like country. I mean, like city.
See?
Tell jokes like me. Don't tell jokes like her.
Oh gosh.
Do your bucket list.
Yeah, do that and just laugh. It doesn't matter. As long as it's not at anybody else's expense, like where it hurts their feelings. But yeah, try to laugh at least once a day. It's good for you.
Yeah, it's good for the soul.
And the lungs too.
Oh man, keeps you from having pneumonia. So laugh. You don't have to worry about getting you a pneumonia shot if you laugh. That's why y'all people got to get you a pneumonia shot because y'all don't laugh enough. Too busy walking around here frowny faces.
I didn't even know they had a pneumonia shot.
They do. And I was shocked. I was like, what? I thought it was a bacteria. I was like, well, anyways, learn something new every day. But yeah, y'all laugh a little bit more. Quit being all frowny faces.
Might not need this pneumonia
shot. There you go. There's your moral of today's story. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh gosh, I gotta go. I will talk to you later.
Oh, sure thing, girl. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hey listeners, Country here, giving you some announcements. Jeez, I feel like a church secretary. Here's the announcements. Sister so-and-so. Anyways, back on track. We're going on a short hiatus, about 2 to 3 weeks. We would like the time to collect our ideas, get our thoughts together and everything, just to give you the best that we have. We don't want to give you, lackluster podcast episodes. With that, we should be back no later than November 9th with new full episodes. We aren't going anywhere, so don't think that, we're going on hiatus and we're not coming back. That's not the case. We're going to still be rolling out content, still going to be posting on IG, still going to be active there. May have more Patreon content, which, plug Patreon, it's City Country Chicks podcast. So a good recap. No new episodes for 2 to 3 weeks, but we'll still be active on IG. And our Gmail account, as far as if you want to send us email, is citycountrychickspodcast@gmail.com. So that's at City Country Chicks on IG and citycountrychickspodcast@gmail.com. And a Patreon, there's also an account for Buy Me a Coffee if you just want to bless us. I think that is it. So yeah, check us out all those places. We'll keep you updated on when our new episode's going to drop after the hiatus. We'll see you guys soon.